Right. I'll just change it a bit later. Now coming in. How are we doing, guys?
Not bad, how are you?
Good. Did you manage did any of you manage to take the trade on
I didn't.
yen? Buying yen? Anyone?
I didn't know I was out about, man, to be honest with you, so I didn't want to.
Oh, okay, that's fine, no problem. But it could be just one of the trade that is this week. But we'll work on that. We'll work on that because I set it at what time did I set it? I think I set it at 6:30 in the morning before I go to sort of my other businesses. Just in the morning, I saw work on the logistics stuff, and then come back in the afternoon and do trading. But if I do see something that I like to trade, I get in. But I'll show you anyway. So Wednesday is something is called end of day. So the structure is we should always start off with S&P 500. Okay. Obviously, we know we are pulling back a little bit, but let's do a little poll. I think I have already in here. Yeah. Launch. Are you guys still bullish, or are you guys, yes, are you bullish on the US stock market in particular? Let me know when you're done.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So if I put it up, I don't know if I put it up, would it show on the screen? Do you guys see it? Yes and no. So one person
no,
yes.
I don't see it now.
You said no. Okay. Right. Share result, obviously.
There we go.
There you go. So one of you is not. I am still bullish, purely because of multiple things. Is first, we are daily uptrend. Last phase was strong, so we are just doing this what we call phase 1, phase 2. It's me just try and get white pen. So going up here is phase 1. Here is just a phase 2. We could just come back to this trend line or the 4,000 area. I talked about lots, multiple things that, this is broken, the channel, and also the monthly pivot. The EMA is coming in. So you see the crossover here. Yeah, see this crossover here, crossover 20 and 50. It did that monthly pivot and then bum. So we could see that. And I very much would see this break as well. Okay. That's one thing that I don't argue when it's a daily uptrend. I buy anyway. Plus, I said I'm gonna share a new toy to show you guys. I don't know I know Brent downloaded it. I don't know Malcolm have downloaded that. So let's refresh this first before so many line there may look a bit confusing. So this now we'll go to S&P 500. We have a 20 years seasonal average. Okay, average. And you can see in that we usually are quite bullish in April. Okay, on the 20 years average on that. But this year is a little bit different. What we can use this platform is click on current year. So you can see current year actually not far off to the 20 years, actually. It is a dip. You both had a dip in March and then turned bullish. And now we are just consolidating in here. So we could consolidate a little bit and then continue to go higher. And then we could see a turn and then continue to June pop. That could happen. But with this, it can also do a true path, which I done on this. March is positive, and then calculate. You can see the blue line is, or the AI is predicting, which is pretty similar. So once we have the current year overlay to the custom, which is like March is positive. What outcome is the AI predicting? And the 20 years is doing similar things. Seasonal is a very bullish month in April. So I'm happy to, well, trend is confirming. So I'm happy to be a buyer until maybe May. We shall see. Okay. So that's how I use this to plan on the seasonal stuff. And I'll show you yen as well. So with me now, been a pulling back, and let's just go back to the seasonal chart quite quickly first. Based on this, we should see a range based around, see, like the 13th of April and then go up. So both are around the mid-April, which is next week, which is great because this will mirror what my plan is. You can see when it go, like say this is quite similar, push up and then come back down. We have 1, 2, 3 days. We have 1 day, 2 days. We usually have one bigger one in here. Yeah. So tomorrow, I think we'll have a small sales day, small. And then we should have one big one from Friday, from the non-farm payroll. Okay. But Friday, the actual stock market is not open. This is based on the future chart. So it will continue to run. So any news, any sensitive data from the non-farm payroll could drive that, which is, I don't mind that. I like that, actually. I like, once some exhaustive selling could be ranging and then, well, trade a breakout. So keep an eye on this, on the 4,000 area and coincide with the EMA. Look for right price action to take it long. Multiple way hasn't been, I think it should present nicely based on the seasonal. Could be like this. You can very simply just take the bar, yeah, above, stop loss there, 2 to 1, 3 to 1, yeah, can be achievable. If you a bit more advanced, so let's go to here. So this is the 19th of January. Go drop down to 1 hour and then go to 19th of January. So this is January. Like that's 19th of January. Could you get a better entry? No, you can't, but it's, using the smaller time frame in here. Just a break could be aggressive there. I would, and then stop loss there. You could be in the trade already, and then come Friday when this happens, you'll already protect your stop loss. And yeah, multiple. So using a smaller time frame is always me. If you are working, no time, then this is 5 o'clock on Thursday. So range. This is 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock when it ranged, and that's the Thursday. That's 19. I think what you need to do is change a little bit of habit. I don't know what time you guys start work. If I have a busy morning, I get up at 5. Okay. And then I would, depending on how aggressive I am, 8 o'clock. Well, this is Friday. This is plenty of time anyway. You got a whole day until Friday, 3 o'clock. Okay. Yeah. So morning time, you get up 7, 6, you see this bar here, you could take it here and then coincide with monthly pivot. So just take it there, set your order above the monthly pivot. Let me just clean this up first. So order. Yeah, up here, stop loss. Amateur put it just right under here. I'd never do that. Okay, I put it a little bit under. Okay, in case it's fluff around and go. All right, so 10 points, something like that, not 1 point. Okay, 10 points below that, because you're getting this is what I keep saying quite a lot. I rephrase it as aggressive entry, a little bit more conservative stop losses, and then just let it run on that. And you could sometimes, if you like to take some profit, set 2 trade, when it get to 2 to 1, take some profit and then lock your entry and let it run, because it's going to volatile. If you if you can't see through pain, you're gonna miss this. Like from here to say this here, this is easily 4-1. This is how you get your multiple to one trade, you know, when you can sift through pain. So say that's your trade, say 39 point, duplicate that. Say, okay, I usually do that anyway, 2-1, 3-1, I take some profit. Yeah. So that's about 3-1. Yeah. 120, I think, definitely. 3-1, which I'm going to show you on my dollar yen trade. I'm planning to take some profit tomorrow anyway, because I'm going out drinking tomorrow night. So I don't want to look at the chart after I'm drunk. So I will be taking, but it's part of the plan. I'm always like 2-3-1 like this. I take some profit and then I move my trade to break even, the remaining, and I'll let it run. Okay. I just let it run to a daily target profit zone. So same thing. I think I see a lot of resemblance of that. Breaking through EMA crossover, price actions very similar to January here. But so let's see. When it retraces back to 4,000 area, I will drop down. When it happened, I was straight away dropping down to half an hour, even sometimes 15 minutes, but 1 hour is okay. It's half an hour will be clear. Look for a double bottom in this area. Breakout, stop loss, you know, just be a bit generous in there. You're getting it early. Ideal profit will, of course, 4,200. Take some, and then I think we'll break through. And then the ultimate target is 4,400. Okay, I like round up number, and also 4,400 coincide with a, see right here, coincide with that, and then we shall see what happened from that area onward. So top of my list because of the seasonal data, and also another things that I'm very big on is market correlation. Nasdaq has been strong, very strong, breaking out, and then just a corrective, and then boom, break this pattern, and then now we'll continue to make higher high, higher low, higher high, come back to this area, maybe again, maybe monthly pivot, look for, again, it's very simple. I mean, last week I wanted to go long, but it didn't have any pattern. You have to take this bar. So I didn't. And then afterward, I just didn't bother chasing, could have chased, but busy, but that's okay. I'm happy to see this break. Now 13,000 broke. I like that. Come back to this area. So above the 12,700 area, this area, monthly pivot, look for smaller changes on that. Double bottom, go long. I will remind you guys when the time comes, but my aim is one day. It's not just that you're agreeing with me. You can disagree with me with something backing, just like, you know, oh, I don't want to be long. But for me, for here, another things that I would like to show you guys is the seasonal data platform. So let's just go to, where's the dashboard? This is something crazy. I'm just gonna make it a bit bigger so you guys can see it. Top 20 strongest seasonal correlations. Yeah. See that Nasdaq NQ in here is got a 72% correlation of pre-election year, which is this year. So success rate is high. So let's click on that. I'm just going to zoom out first. Back out. This is a pre-election pattern. So this is a pre-election year. Next year is election year. So it's default on pre-election in here. And then we pop the current year through here. Quite similar. See, a little dip, you know, in March. Now we're correcting that. So again, between mid-April, we should see a stronger bounce. If you remember it, I don't know. I can correlate the S&P. Nasdaq is stronger performing than S&P 500 from the seasonal chart, but from the actual technical chart, Nasdaq is stronger than S&P. Actually, the strongest index in the US. Do you know why Nasdaq is actually enjoying this more than S&P 500 and Dow Jones? Do you guys want to have a guess? Something related to the banks. You want to have a go, Markham?
Bank meltdown.
No, why NASDAQ? Why technology stock is more bullish than S&P 500 and Dow Jones?
No, actually, in that case.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, you've got the banking, banks are
Mhm.
people moving their money into tech stocks because of the banks?
Yeah, could say that, but it's actually growth stock usually likes is pricing in a low dropping rate from the Fed, and when that happens, people would like to take more risk because they may not earn as much money on the banks and from paying interest, the cash rate. So money are flowing into more risky stuff such as technology stocks. So this is top on my list on wanting to go long on this on NASDAQ. And one of the chart is actually Malcolm's favorite. not even joking. Is Apple.
Apple.
Yeah, Apple is your favorite. It's my favorite too. So I like it. I hold some as well. But look at this beautiful, beautiful pattern in here. Okay, if I go weekly, you will see we have a bullish flag of weekly. Yeah, weekly we have a strong uptrend. Now we have a corrective. So we did, we don't have technically we have a very, very corrective downtrend on weekly, but this is a corrective pattern. This is a bullish flag. I see this break. Come back and break because multiple times they try to break. Too many times it will break. So, keep an eye on that. So if Apple looks bullish, S&P 500 will be bullish, NASDAQ will be bullish because this is the most valuable company. So top of my list to go long, I think this is the monthly pivot as well, 157. I don't put on the pivot in here too much because it's very messy. Yeah, exactly. 15793 monthly pivot, 20 EMA. Hey, I'm buying. I'm trading. Definitely trading it. I will be taking some profit on the top channel. Not that I don't believe in what I said, but it's no point believing what I said. To take some profit and then leave some running to back to the all-time high. Maybe we'll see. 180 round up number. That's Apple for me. But so sometime next week, unless one more time to use this fantastic platform on Apple and see can it give me anything. So 20 years weighted average, say we should make a base around mid-April 17. What about pre-election? Similar on that. We should be bullish until May anyway, at least. Okay, so we shall see on that. Current year is quite similar, stronger than this looks like. So watch out for mid next week. So I think we're a bit early on the pullback on the S&P 500 is in the no man's land. I know 13,000 people will think that. I would much prefer go back to the EMAs and the trend line and this area on NASDAQ. Dow Jones has caught up a little bit more. It's been a bit better. So, holding up, which is great, but I see it probably will roll off a bit anyway. Would come back probably to the monthly pivot soon. So we shall see on that, but it's holding well, which is one positive sign on the indices. Russell is the weakest anyway. I said I don't want to trade, but it's still okay, holding okay, but it's small stocks, so the swing tend to be higher. European indice is, it's bullish anyway for our, we got that, but I think we probably will pull back to monthly pivot on DAX anyway. So it's just, it's been bullish, making higher lows. So this is just a soft level. I think we would go back. I like to see it go back. This is much better horizontal level on the monthly pivot. 15,286 would be the area that I like to see it hold on German. CAT, similar, 72,000 was the monthly pivot. I don't trade that awful lot, okay, the European indices, but yeah, see, very, very close to the trend line, 7,180. So make sure that, you know, if they all find support on the similar day, use a smaller time frame to get in. Not guaranteeing you're going to win the trade, but enhance your winning probability, the reward to risk dramatically, okay? So first, now we got a picture of like, okay, we're now looking at the stock market is in phase 2 retracement. I want to be a buyer. I'm not a big phase 2 trader. Arguable that's today there is one that I could have taken the trade, but I'm not a phase 2 trader. If I was taking the trade in here, would be the one that I take, set a limit order around this area. But it didn't go to pivot, I don't think. Just below. So, but I would, yeah, use something around this area to show if it's on the downtrend. But it's phase 2. I don't do awful lot of phase 2 trading, but yeah, that would be something I like a pattern, like a right shoulder pattern. Or you can trade the breakout if you like to. Below here, stop loss wrap up here. Boom, still a quick 2-to-1 trade if you trade phase 2, but I don't. Moving on to the dollar index. So, you know, we are seeing indices pull back, and dollar is actually at support, the 101 level. So I see dollar pulling back a little bit. I don't think it's gonna go too high. I don't want it to make even up to this area. Monthly pivot is for, or weekly pivot. Let's see where the monthly pivot is. Oh, monthly pivot will be too high. Around this area, just under 102.80 area, I would continue to be a seller of dollar. Okay, even the seasonal chart, if you guys want to play around with it, you will see euro, pound, Japanese yen are the one that is the strong performance in April. So I will favor these three to be look to sell the dollar with. Okay, I already in dollar yen, so let's go to dollar yen first. Okay, so still in the trade. Okay, how did I get in this? No rocket science. Yeah, like that. So we had a break on Monday. So Monday was here. High test. It was a high test bar. Daily. Well, let's just do 2 charts. Should be guys a bit clearer. So that was the Monday, is it? Sunday? Okay, yeah, Monday we had a bearish outside bar. Friday had a high test, so we had a bearish outside bar. I never trade engulfing outside bar. It's too big. It's way too big, right? So I use these to look for a retracement and set a limit order, okay? And I like pivot. So how I done this is something I will teach you guys, but it probably would take some time to set limit order, but you know, multiple way of getting in. I already said anyway, I did set a pivot. This is daily pivot in here. So I just set a daily pivot on that. You can use something called Fibonacci retracement, which I do. I like to see a 50% retracement. So around 50% in here. This is a zone that I like to take and mix it with a pivot. Just a limit order. Mix with obviously the support resistant trend line, whatever that you see. And just set it. And then my stop was swing high. Now, because the trade is going really well, I wait for you guys here to show you. I already protected it yesterday. So now I can just put it here. Okay, leave it. So I'm now not losing anything whatsoever. Reading at the price action, I like that. It's breaking lower. Not, in here, it's this stalling. You can say some profit taking, but it's not even that much profit taking. Because if it's profit taking, we should see more green bar. No, not seeing that. Tomorrow morning, I think I see this break. I like to see this break. And when this break, I would like to see where the weekly pivot, monthly pivot, so weekly pivot. Weekly S2 wouldn't be bad to something to aim for, but this swing low here, so around the 130, 129 area would be my first take profit area. Okay, I will take some profit. And this trade is, so this is the first profit. So I'm just going to put it here. A 3-to-1. I bet I put £1,000 on this trade on one trade, 2,000 in total. So I like to bank some first for Easter. Okay, just take some pocket money for Easter. Yesterday, I already said, I know limit order is something that not the easiest to understand. I said on the group yesterday, you could take this breakout. Hold on. Here. Break. Stop loss there. Still 2-to-1 on that trade. So I did put in here. If it's now, I know we should not change our lifestyle for trading, but I always allocate sometimes to look at the chart, so place an order and stuff like that. So the prime time of placing order is morning. Okay, 6 to 8. That's the time I dedicate to place order or for the chart and stuff like that. Evening, like around this time, I always plan for next day. I'm not going to chase now. I did wanted to go for CAD yen and Aussie yen, but they broke out. So I like to take a retest, but it couldn't give me. So that's fine. So on that, so this is how I use the daily time frame. Yeah. So we had Monday, we have a daily downtrend for sure. We don't want to argue on that. And then I think it's below monthly pivot, if I'm right. Yep. Boom. See, rejecting new monthly pivot on Monday on here. Once it happened, the next day is the day that I get active. I don't trade this big bar because reward to risk is shit, basically. I don't do that. So if giving me an indication, reading price action here, this is phase 2, could go back to phase 1, drop down to a time frame, either take a pattern breakout, a retest. This is how I do it. All right. So this is how I do the trade on dollar yen. Still happy. And here, ultimate target is S2 in here. So let's see. So about $8,000. So 11,000. I think tax free, by the way, is. I guess nobody will say it's bad money. Yeah. So it's, I'm boring. I don't take huge amount of trade, but when I'm in trade, I like to stay in as long as possible. So dollar yen continue to do this first. We'll see. I'd like to take some profit. Would I add in more? Maybe. 4-hour trend bar. Update you guys on that. Aussie is not on my list. I don't like it. I don't know what the hell this is. This is a sideways movement. I don't like to trade that. Euro is okay. It's okay. It's not the best. Not as nice as pound or yen, but it's still on my list. Come back to this area, trend line or double bottom on this 108 area. I would take it long until the R2 area. Option 1, okay? I may not even take it, depending what other pairs that I have taken or I will be taking. It depends. Pound is stronger. It's broken out the flag, so the bullish flag is broken out. Now I like this area 1, 2, 3, 40. monthly pivots. Bit lower. I don't want it to be that low. So you gotta be very strict with yourself. Dip below a little bit, okay. This too much. So I don't like this kind of retracement. That's too much. Just this should be looking at previous, it should be a few days. So 1-2 more days in that window, I will be looking to be a buyer. Exactly the same when it comes to the close to the area, I will drop down to a smaller time frame, look for breakout or breaking a retest. No difference on that, but it's just, you know, following the plan, use the pattern to your plan. Dollar CAD, so annoying, huh? I wanted to sell it. It hasn't given me the way, and it just boom, done that. So this is not my territory, but it is Luca's territory. All right. I use pivot. You guys knows we have another system called simple bounce. So has it gone into a pivot level? Arguable. Thursday. Sweet. Yeah, maybe Thursday pulling back, but that was a soft level that I didn't take it. But this is how you trade momentum on currency. When it bounce off, when you've found a trend, found the direction, when it bounce off the 20 EMA, set your order here, stop loss, use pivot or 40 pips, and then set 80 pips. So your profit will be like that. So momentum trading on CAT is okay, but we are now potentially going back to phase 2, right? We had 2 reversal bar on that. So 2 green bar, you know, it's not, it is a bullish bar, but the phrase is reversal because we have a daily downtrend. Yeah. Lower high, lower low broken, right? So what I like is just come back, shallow pull back, and then try and test this low area. It's on my list to sell dollar against the Canadian dollar. And same thing again, monthly pivot is too high. I don't want it to go as high. That's why the blue box would be. So if monthly pivot is too high, I will use the weekly pivot as my conferences. It should step down because this is this weekly pivot. Next week should step down, could be around this area, and mix it with the EMA plus this blue box mark area. When if price come to this area, business as usual, go up, look for 1 hour, half an hour, 15-minute double top breakout. Yeah, I will take the breakout because it didn't give me any retest last time. So I will use that as the reference. I will take this. So pound, CAD, yen, euro are on my list to sell the dollar with, top of my list, but doesn't look like it will be this week. So it was something that is on my list for next week. Okay. So now currency is done. You should already have a board picture that is risk on the market. We're just having a phase 2 in the indices. I want to be a dollar seller. Most of the pairs, dollar pairs, is in phase 2. Pick the strongest, nicest, cleanest one is yen, CAD, and pound. Euro is an option. So, and then you can just totally disregard the trade on Aussie, Kiwi, and Swiss francs. Swiss francs arguable is actually doing okay because is, you know, this downtrend, because I think it's benefiting from yen, so there is risk off currency, so it could be that. But I don't touch Swiss francs, so that's just personal preference. I don't like trading Swiss francs. So yeah, that's the forex side. From this, I would be mainly focused selling the US dollar. I'm not even going to go to the cross pair. But if you ask me, put a gun at me, if I have to sell something, nothing actually. we even say no. Actually, I don't think so. I was gonna say Aussie, but Aussie and Kiwi may benefit from the bullish run from indices next week. So I'm actually not gonna bother waste time on looking at cross pair. So currency done. Final bit. Well, not yet. So commodity. Okay, looking at gold. I said I wanted to be. Annoyingly, last week we did, but it kicked me out and it went again. Good thing is you can use that to your advantage, because on Tuesday when I set up my trade, gold was making a base here and I wanted to see it break higher. When it did break higher, yen continues to break higher. A lot of people will be looking at this thinking, it's gonna go like this, looking a bit tired. Gold sometimes don't do that. Most of the time, actually, when it's bullish, it's just range and go. All right. So would I chase it? No. It's, even though I think it's likely to break, but I cannot allow myself to break my rules to think, because on my vision think it's gonna go long, go up. I'm not going to take the trade, but I do think it's going to go higher. Multiple things. Yen is looking strong. And something that I look at a lot is the bond and the bond yield at the moment. Bond yield is dropping. Actual bond itself is going higher. So this is bond. So treasury bond. So I see it go to around 136, 137, because there's nothing stopping it. It's already breaking this resistance. 10-year. Looking bullish as well, trying to break now, not much until 118, that area. Bond yield, you can already see the opposite side is dropping, looking bearish. 10 years already broken the lows. So 30 years, probably yes as well. Yep, trying to break. So it breaks here, will open up more room for gold, for yen. So, and seasonal data, once more. I think Ray should pay me for advertising it. So, but no, he's not actually charging at the moment, guys. It's just, which is a great thing to really get your hand on it. Look at this, Japanese yen here, Japanese yen here. It show up on this top 20. It's taking 2 places on that, right? That's why one is for pre-election, one is for all years. Yen is strong. Okay, yen strong, and then we're looking at bond is looking strong, gold broken higher. So everything correlating together, it makes me more comfortable to hold on to a trade longer. Okay, so yen's, that's why I got into yen with this. Yes, I am a bit boring. I don't take 10 trades a week. Okay, I take 1 or 2 trades, sometimes max 10, 15 trade, even though I trade a 1 minute. It's, I'm very, very selective on the open and stuff like that. Okay, currency is done, commodities done, and one interesting one is Malcolm asked last week about oil. I assume you were thinking here, right? If you can talk.
Yeah.
This is the area you're thinking, right?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
This is the area you were thinking to short, I guess, right? To short oil. Yeah, one thing is, it's getting ready, but that was the first reversal buy in here. When these sort of things happen, you can go down to hourly and have a look what's, the clear picture. So really and truly, if you was going to take this trade, you either have to set it below at least 72.50 or even here 72. So the trade wouldn't be triggered anyway. So you need to look for something change on the smaller time frame. And that needs to be broken. And now, a lot of people would think this is bullish. It would not surprise me within days to come back to here. Close. The gaps tend to close anyway. And I don't think it's a bullish movement. OPEC suddenly said, I'm going to cut the production. If it's a bullish market, why you have to cut production just to try and push the price? And I see negative. I don't like the charts. So I'm happily leaving alone. We may see from here go back up, but let's see this first. But this is ranging market. I don't like it. It's now back in this range. So either below again or above, I would consider to take some action. So nothing right now. Let's go to the final one, cryptocurrency. I know Malcolm has some, Brent has not invested. That's okay. Not everybody's cup of tea. I'm going to start off with Dogecoin first. Look at that. Elon Musk's magic bar, shall I say? One push up and then now this is not a behavior that I like. So yes, it has broken resistance major and then sitting on top. So could go a bit higher, but not something that I get excited about anyway, too much, this kind of behavior. So Bitcoin, I'm still bullish. Yes, I did say we are ranging here, but it's not uncommon. 2019, we have this kind of behavior. We range and then we will have a move higher. So I do see it going higher, and I see next one would go even bigger than this move here. Will be the biggest move. So if we predict this is the next move, it should take us, I think it's higher to around here. It would have, usually the last bullish run is the strongest. I would hesitate to guess around the mid 40 would be my target. It could go even higher. Okay, so watch price action, but something around May, June is my time to take profit. I don't think we're going to make a new high this year. Ethereum is looking more bullish. It's broken the range already, although we have a high text, but it's still broken the higher high. So we are looking more bullish than Bitcoin. Commitment of traders, don't want to go, confuse you guys too much. More smart money are flowing into Ethereum than Bitcoin. So it says it on the chart. The data was based on last week. We are seeing this. So yeah, I'm happy to continue to hold. I think Ripple is looking quite good. Look, Ripple's broken out, just correcting at the moment. It likes to do that. So Ripple, watch out on Ripple. You could go crazy, but I didn't buy any Ripple anyway. I was really focusing just on Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this could go to $1, could go to 90 cents to $1 on Ripple. It's not uncommon that has really aggressive moved on Ripple. I'm quite happy because I already bought in much lower prices. I'm making profit already. I have a new idea to enhance my profit even more on crypto. I haven't finished the development yet. I'm working on that. I will share that with you guys. That probably will come after the summer because what I like to do is when I finish off the current position, I like to do a good review. But top of my head, I already have the idea, the concept in place. So, okay. So wrap up. I am still, so sorry. Did I have someone? Sean. Hi, Sean. He probably can't talk. Anyway, hi, Sean. Can you
Jake,
talk?
hi.
Did I make you wait long? I didn't see that. I was just continue talking.
No, not at all.
Oh,
No.
okay. Sorry about that. We are wrapping up now, so we started.
Sorry.
So yeah, I talked about why I took the trade on yen. Later on, if you want to see it, you can see it on the recording. I'll post that back on YouTube. But the quick wrap up is I still want to be a buyer on the stock market, US in particular, NASDAQ, S&P, Apple, couple of individual stock that I want to buy next week, trade long. I don't want to buy at this level, but I want to trade. I see Apple breaking out 166, potentially go to 180. Currency side, I'm still on dollar yen. I am looking to take some profit tomorrow because I'm going out tomorrow night. So I don't want to look at charts. So I will be taking some profit tomorrow. I will be still leaving some running until maybe 1920s, depending on that. I have a level on that, but I may scale in more. I might buy more yen. Other things that I want to buy is pound and euros. The seasonal chart that I sent to you is one thing. When we got talking, is one thing I know that in April, 75% British pound, euro are bullish in April, 75% out of all years. So I trade that a lot on April on pound. So I want to buy pound, but I'm waiting for retracement. Canadian dollar, I want to buy. Main pair that I want to sell is US dollar. The rest of them, like the cross pair, like, I don't know, pound, Aussie or Aussie pound, whatever it is, I'm not touching. So main plan is continue to sell the dollar until maybe end of April, May time. That's the plan on that. Gold is too late to get in, so I'm already in yen, so happy to hold on to that position. Cryptocurrency, I'm happy continue to the whole target for Bitcoin is around, say 40 something. Ethereum 3,300 is the plan that for me to take profit. So that's all for me. I'll be running this again on next Wednesday for end of day. So at 7:30. So next time if you come, make sure come a bit on time on that 7:30. This weekend, I will not be doing the market updates because it's Easter Sunday. So next week we'll be back to usual. We'll have the Sunday, but we will still have the Tuesday live trading from Luca or myself. And Wednesday we'll have the end of day. Thursday, we'll still have the live trading. Tomorrow, we'll have a live trading as well from Luca. So, okay. But if you do have any questions, drop me a message. Otherwise, happy Easter, guys.
Thanks so
Thanks.
much.
You too.
Thank you.